Hey, I want to talk about the difference of being somebody who's wired to risk it all, put everything on the line, and is only comfortable in that type of environment versus somebody who always wants to have balance in their life and have plan B and always have backup options. I'm actually probably the second one in that group. I'm not a risk it all kind of person. I'm not comfortable in that environment. I don't operate best in that environment. I think people who are wired that way are great at starting companies and taking big risks in their life. And that's fantastic. And thank God we have them, people like that. It took someone like that to start Service Express. I'm wired more of, I want to have a plan B. I want to have backup options for whatever plan I have. I am going to go forward with a plan and I will give it everything I have, but I'll always have a backup plan if that doesn't work. I'll always be able to pivot and go to something else. If somebody leaves the company, I'll have a backup plan. If a strategic initiative doesn't work, I'll have a backup plan. And to me, it doesn't mean I'm less committed to the original plan. It just means I feel like my responsibility is to have those backup plans so it's not an all or nothing risk all the time. And so, I was looking at something today online and talking about, entrepreneurs and how maybe school is not great for entrepreneurs. Gary Vee was talking about this. And I agree with him on those points. And in a lot of ways, school is sort of a cage for those people. For other people, it works great. And he does a great point of illustrating this. I heard Ben Bernanke speak a couple of years ago here in Grand Rapids. And he had a line that I loved, which was, be your own startup. And what that meant was, whatever organization you're in, whether you're the head of the organization or in a different role, be your own startup. Be innovative in the role that you have. Take ownership of yourself, of your career. Invest in yourself. I talk about professional development a lot. I average reading 12 books a year to work on my professional and personal development. And so I've done that in my careers. I've invested in myself. I've become my own startup, and it's helped me blaze a path for myself here at Service Express and in other avenues in my life. And so I would encourage everybody out there is, don't be somebody that sits back and says, well, I can't do this or I can't do that, or my boss, which I hate that term, won't let me do this. Invest in yourself. Be your own startup and take action. And while you're doing that, hey, if you blow something up, have a backup plan. Always have options in your life. Create balance in your life that works for you. Now, if you're a risk-it-all kind of person, go risk it all. As Gary Vee said, some people, they can't operate unless they're in the chaos, unless they have everything on the line. If that's you, recognize it, own it, and put yourself in that position so you can succeed. If that's not you, don't think it has to be. It's not me, okay? So if it's not you, invest in yourself, take your risk, go aggressive after your plan, and if they don't work out, have a backup plan. To me, having a backup plan makes me more comfortable to really go after the first plan because I feel like there's a net there, right? It's a net that I created to know that if one thing doesn't fail, I'll do something else. And I love to take action. So, and I'm going to fail at things, and I don't mind that. I like to fail forward. Just make sure, for me, there's a plan B or there's other options. So be your own startup, invest in yourself, and go get whatever it is you want.